Hi guys, welcome to Happy High Tarot. In today's pickacard reading, we will find out what was the person on your mind thinking and feeling the last time that you guys met each other. Alright, so for group 1, we have this red star over here. If only it'll be kind enough to focus. Alright, we have the silver star for group 2. And this blue star over here for group 3. Pause the video, meditate on these, pick whichever one calls out to you the most. You'll find the timestamps in the comment section as well as in the description box. So make your selection and let's get started. Hi group 1, so for those of you who chose the red star, first we will see what energies were you and your person embodying overall the day that you both met each other for the last time. So your person was embodying the kingfisher spirit, be patient and focused. Whereas you were in the badger energy, bring your life into balance. So for the most part, you might have noticed that they were being very serious. I wouldn't exactly say that they were acting aloof, but definitely there was the sense of them. I mean, you could have almost felt that you were talking to them and they'd keep zoning out, and at other times also they wouldn't really laugh at the things you were saying as much as they used to or as much as they normally would. You would often find them, randomly start thinking about something and get lost in their thought, and you could see that. You could see that you're talking to them, but they're not listening. It was almost as if they were physically present there with you, but in their mind something else was going on. I'm getting the sense that this person otherwise has a very jovial kind of a nature to them. So either they're always cracking jokes or they're always laughing at the silliest of things and very light and fun energy. But that particular day, it was just heavy. You, on the other hand, were trying to keep it as balanced as possible. I wouldn't say that you were being overly excited from your side. In fact, I think I'm getting a sense that intuitively you kind of knew, or perhaps you both had discussed previously that this is the last time that you both will be seeing each other. So they were being more reserved than you. You were still at least trying to lighten the air a little bit from your side, but not too much. You weren't overextending yourself. Also, more than them, you were the one who was keeping their emotions in check. It's almost as if you were also, I'm sure you were feeling something and thinking about something, but you were better at handling the situation than they were. You were better at granting limited access to all those emotions and feelings onto your face. And when they saw you behaving like that, it kind of propelled them into further deep thinking. I'm also getting that they were you would have caught them in looking at you intently a couple of times, almost as if they were trying to figure out what you were thinking or what was going on in your head, but I don't think they really succeeded that much. Perhaps you wore something black that day and they wore something blue. It was either a picnic, there might have been a koi pond involved. Perhaps you guys went trekking. Alright. Now let's see, what was this person thinking the last time you both saw each other? So we have harmony and positive movement forward. This person does have feelings for you, alright? And quite a lot of them at that group 1. This person sees you as the one for them. And even when they saw you for the last time that day, wow, the throat issues. Yes, confirmation. They were thinking so much, feeling so much, but not really saying much. They were thinking about how you both make the perfect team, how you both are just perfect for each other, how they are never going to find anybody who matches up to you, how they just want to get lost with you somewhere, go with you somewhere and escape whatever else it was that was going on in their head. Positive movement forward over here is telling me that perhaps the reason why you both met for the last time that day was not because of any argument or something, but simply because they had to go somewhere. Either they were relocating or you were relocating, but more so, I think it was them. They had to go somewhere else, either willingly or unwillingly. But they knew that had it not been for this, your connection could have blossomed into something so much more greater than what it was at the time that you both met. Another message that I'm getting is that it might have been, I think it has been quite some time since you both have seen each other. Maybe you both are still in touch, you still communicate with each other on again, off again, but physically meeting each other, I think it's been quite some time since that has happened for the both of you. They were thinking how it's almost, the cards don't say it, but that's the energy that I'm picking up on. It's like your person was very torn about what to do. Should they stay or should they go? But of course, this energy is heavier than this one, so they did leave ultimately. But that day, just being with you, looking at you, thinking about you, it did put them at that crossroads. I'm also getting a sense that they knew that this was something important. For a lot of you, this could have been this move that they had to make to another place, city, state, country, whatever. It might have had something to do with their career. So obviously this was not something that they could have put on the back burner or could have postponed. There might have also been a sense of urgency to this, which is why they just had to do what they had to do, what they thought was right. There is so much sadness that I'm picking up over here. It's almost as if this person is going someplace that they always wanted to, but they're not happy leaving whatever it is that they're leaving behind. Very, very bittersweet energy. Okay, now let's see what was your person, how was your person feeling? So for that we have 5 of Cups, Queen of Swords, Judgment, and 3 of Wands. For a lot of you, this person relocated to a totally different country. Well, that being said, they were feeling very, very sad, group 1. Extremely sad. This is very heavy energy. I can feel it in my heart. It does not feel good at all. They were not in a happy mood, and that is one reason why they were not acting their usual chirpy self. And I think you were the one doing most of the talking that day. You were initiating, you were taking the conversation forward, they were simply playing along and things like that. But you were the one doing most of the talking and they were just listening. Why? Because they were so much lost in this grief. Like a missed opportunity, like, what the hell, because of my career, I'm leaving behind something that had so much potential. That sadness. Also, that very day, just looking at you, listening to you speak, they did get this idea that if at all, ever, this connection is to restart, then the key to it would be lying with you. Like the ball would be in your court, not in theirs. Because they're the one who's leaving. So when they come back, it'll depend upon you whether you want them back or not. That is another thing that they were feeling. They were also feeling this sense of sadness because I think it was because of their inability to tell you how they were feeling. I'm getting over here, pile 1, that you're a very good and powerful communicator. You have absolutely no issues expressing how you feel. That's not the case with your person. They suck at it. Which is why that day when they were listening to you, it was almost as if they were like cursing themselves. Man, I wish I could just be upfront with her or him. And they also knew that no matter how far they go away from you, they will never be able to get you off their mind. It was almost as if they knew that they were leaving, in essence, a part of themselves behind by leaving. And they knew that no matter how far away they travel from you, they will only have eyes for you. Now, when I say this, you might roll your eyes and say, yeah, so much for dating other chicks. But see, here's the thing, group 1. The lovers has come out for their thinking and feelings for you. Okay? So, of course, I mean, man is a social animal. They might have gone someplace else. Harmless flirting might have turned into God knows what. But from what I can see over here, first of all, I'm sure that they might have broken up with those people also. Nothing concrete, because their heart lies over here with you. The key to their heart lies with you. Alright. Now, this card over here is going to tell us what might be the possible future of your connection. And look at this. We have prosperity begins. This is the energy of the Ace of Pentacles, if I'm not mistaken. So, there is a very strong chance that you both will get back together and this connection will blossom again. It can take for up to a year for some of you. This is a general reading. But if you both do decide to come back around together and you decide to give them a shot, then it can blossom into something very beautiful. Alright, now let's see what message does Spirit have for you. Don't let pride get in your way. 11:11 when I said that. So here's the thing. When this person decides to come back to you, because honestly I'm not getting any egoistic vibes for them, and I'm not saying that you're an egoistic person, group 1, but yes, when this person does decide to show up in your life again, you might get a feeling that why are they doing this, or bold of them to assume that I'll give them a second chance and things like that. But since this is a mirroring energy, I think you too have feelings for them, obviously, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this reading today. So when this person tries to speak to you or tries to get back into your life, don't ruin that opportunity because of your ego. Try dropping down into your heart space and then taking decisions. Because clearly over here with this energy, if you do give them a second chance, you won't regret it. Okay, so these are all the messages that I have for you. You can book a reading with me on Instagram or my email ID and follow me on Instagram for more pick-a-card readings. All the details are in the description box below. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section. Share this video and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi group 2. So for those of you who chose the silver star, first we'll see what was the overall energy that you and your person were embodying the day that you met each other for the last time. So your person was embodying the whale spirit, live as a fully conscious being, and you were embodying the turtle spirit, be joyful and trusting. Now for a lot of you, this could have been a trip to an aquarium, definitely heavy water element over here. So there could have been perhaps a little brook nearby to wherever you guys went. Perhaps a rooftop restaurant from where you could see some sort of a stream, some water body close by. One or both of you might have also been wearing blue. Okay. Your person was actually being very nice. I mean, there was nothing off about their behavior. However, for some of you, just their general demeanor could have slightly seemed, what's the word that I'm looking for? A little pompous, perhaps, at times. Very, I couldn't care less kind of an energy. Now, I'm not saying that they were coming across necessarily as being very snooty, but there was this slight undertone of indifference and detachment that I'm picking up on. This might not have been the case for all of you. This is a general reading. But for some of you, I'm definitely getting the energy that your person was being nice, but also acting slightly aloof. And they were being very protective also for the slightest of things, like crossing the road or you taking your order from the self-service counter, if at all one, back to your table and things like that, offering to help you, being very protective, almost like a bodyguard, something of that sort. You, on the other hand, were just trying to enjoy the day. Now, I don't know whether back then you knew that this would be the last time you both would be meeting each other, but definitely you were being very, I wouldn't say casual, but just Wow. Like, yeah. So what? It's just another day. That's the phrase. You took it like just another day. You were being your normal self. This is such a cute little nugget over here. I think in general also group 2, you guys are the kind who are always, perhaps you're the adults who still like to do a little skippity skip when you're walking, something like that. So you were enjoying, you were having your fun. It was a good place. The music was good. The environment around you was good, and you were enjoying yourself. I wouldn't say that you were too mindful of this person's presence also. You're the kind who enjoys their own company, and I think that is precisely what was going on that day as well. In fact, you might not even have noticed the exact situations where this person was being very protective towards you, such as the examples that I just gave. I'm also getting a sense that if at all this was a public space and you might have got a lot of attention, I mean, look at yourself, who wouldn't like to look at you? So this person was kind of like giving stares also to people who were checking you out, and you didn't even notice. You weren't noticing who was checking you out, but this person was. Alright, now let's see what was going on in their head. And for that we have patience and planning and wisdom. Okay, so this is interesting. They might have separated from you because they had to go and get some sort of higher education for some of you, and for others they were at the brink of starting something new in their career, and they thought that is what is their priority, and that is what will require their absolute time and attention, and they don't really have a lot of it at their disposal to invest in a romantic relationship at that point. They were also thinking how there is so much potential in this connection and it can lead to marriage. But also, your person, their intuition is very good, all right? They can sense things, they can pick up things. I don't know how aware they themselves are of this quality of theirs, but even back then, your person knew that if the right amount of time, energy, love and affection is fed into this relationship with you, it can lead to marriage and you can be the one. And they were also thinking about how, if at all years down the line they decide to settle down, depends of course upon how old were you both when you guys saw each other for the last time. They thought to themselves that if at all they ever decide to get married and settle down, they would want it to happen with you. Okay, now let's see how were they feeling. And for that we have the 7 of Wands, King of Wands, 5 of Swords, and King of Swords. Interesting. Your person was playing on the back foot, group 2. It's not that it's very difficult for someone to tell you that, right now we have to part our ways, but I mean, I have a lot of feelings for you, and when I've achieved something, when I've become something, I will come back for you. It doesn't take much, right? But your person didn't say any of those things, although that is exactly what they were thinking. And the reason behind it is that in their feelings, they were very, very guarded. Now, this can be because they assumed, and this is where their intuition absolutely failed them, they thought that if they take this connection ahead, if they proceed with this connection, you might leave them. And so, instead of acting on this urge to take things forward, they decided to just stop it right there and right then. They were being very guarded. I'm not saying that they were acting cold, but in their heart, that is what was happening. They put out the fire in their heart themselves. Why? Because they did not want to get backstabbed by you. It's almost as if you were so important to them that they could not even tolerate the idea of being rejected or being hurt by you. The more important a person is for you, the more it hurts when they do something that, something hurtful to you. The impact gets multiplied. And that's exactly what I see happening here. Now, this can stem from some issues from their past or some issues from their childhood. Perhaps this is something that they had experienced once before. And it might have taken them a lot of time to recover from that thing. Now they do not want the same thing to happen again. And because from what I can see over here, by the kind of person that you are, how you look, how you behave, you attract a lot of attention. So this could have also been one of their concerns, that you have multiple options and you're better than them, and that any instant you can leave them for somebody else, and they cannot let their heart be broken by you, because that would be almost next to impossible to recover from. Which is why they put an end to this urge of theirs to act towards you. Alright, that's interesting. Now let's see what is the possible future of your connection. And for that we have Triumph, so this is good. This person might approach you very fast, group 2. You might be hearing from them very soon. For some of you, at the moment, this person lives in a different country and they might travel towards you to meet you again in person. They do desire success in this connection this time around, and I think you do too. And that's kind of connecting energy that's present over here at the moment as well. So this might very well actually happen. You both can come back together again. This time, the only difference will be that they will be ready to take that risk. Something which they weren't ready to back then. Alright, now let's see what message does Spirit have for you, group 2. Wow, it's time to take action. Look at me acting all surprised as if I didn't already know what this card had to say. Okay, it's time to take action, but this is not your energy, group 2. Honestly, I'm not picking this energy for you. I think it's them that will be taking action towards you very soon. For some of you, it can be around Cancer season. For others, it can be perhaps in July. But you definitely can expect action from this person. Some sort of forward movement. For some of you at a grand scale, for some of you at a small scale. Can be even as minute as them liking your post on Instagram, perhaps after ages. But there definitely is going to be some movement in your connection now. Alright, so if you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. You can book a reading with me through Instagram or my email. You can also follow me on Instagram for more pick a card readings. And if you like this video, don't forget to share it and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi group 3. So if you chose the blue star, first let's see what were the energies that you and your person were embodying the last time you both met each other. So for your person, we got cow, which says give with unconditional love and grace. And for you, we have dove, which says spread messages of peace and harmony. For some of you, you and your person, you guys were twinning in your attire the day you both met. You either had your date at a farm or a ranch, or there were animals present around you. It could have also been a zoo that you both went to. Definitely lots of birds around you, or you might have fed birds. Alright. But more importantly, this person was being very kind in their treatment towards you. They were being very loving, they were being very caring. You could almost get these energetic bombs of nurturing and warmth and compassion from them. I said compassion from them coming towards you. And you were also being very nice. You were being very chirpy, you were being very talkative, you were avoiding any volatile topics. You had absolutely no intentions of fighting with them or triggering them or saying anything that could piss them off. And I think they were being very mindful about all those things as well. Very mirroring energies over here. You both were feeling the love, you both were feeling the care, the concern. It's almost as if you both were being very careful with each other. You both were treating each other like some very, very precious old antique artifact that you cannot let slip away from your hands and break into pieces. sharing your food, sitting very, very close to each other, just having fun. It seems like a good day. You both were in very good energies. I mean, at least when the day started, that's how you both were. But, I mean, from what I've seen in the other two piles, I think compared to them, your person was being a tad bit more expressive about how they were feeling, or about like how they, in general, how they feel for you. Like you knew through their body language, through the way they were behaving with you, and something about the way they were looking at you. It's almost as if you did not need them to say any of those things verbally. Their eyes were saying it all. Okay, now let's see what was your person thinking. And for that we have hope and recognition and reward. Your person was feeling very lucky to have you in their life. That is one thing that they were constantly thinking. Like, how did I get so lucky? How did I get so lucky? How did I get so lucky? And something about your aura that day, something about the, just how you were being in general. They were radiating love and you were radiating light. And it was infectious. Your energy group 3 that day was off the hook. It was so infectious. It was so warm. They were marinating in that energy from you and they were loving it. And they were thinking, so this is so beautiful, and that it can lead to something so much more. They were being very hopeful about this connection in their thought. In their thinking, they knew that this connection is above anything else. Like on a pedestal, they put you on a pedestal. That's what they thought about you. That's how they were viewing you that day. Like, they might have also got the feeling, how did they get so lucky as to be with someone who's so much out of their league? Now, maybe you don't think that way, or maybe you think that they're out of your league, whatever the case is, but they felt as if in some capacity they had been rewarded, and you were the gift, and you were the gift that kept on giving. Apart from this, another thing that was constantly running in their mind, it could have been a scholarship that they got, for which they had to go to another country altogether to study, or some sort of, definitely something that would ultimately put them to the path of lots of success and abundance. Something was happening in their career also, about which they were very excited and they were looking forward to it. And that is another thing that was going on in their head, apart from, of course, having high hopes about you and about this connection. Alright, now let's see how were they feeling. And for that we have Page of Swords, Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and the Hermit, clarified by 7 of Swords. Okay, so they were looking at you a lot. You might have often caught them staring at you, and then they would, panic, because, I mean, sometimes it does get creepy. They really wanted to talk to you about something, and I think it was this. They were being they were feeling very intimidated by you as well, just because of the difference in the energy levels. I think you were more on the hype side and they weren't so much. They were being on the softer side. They were totally mesmerized by you, Group 3. Totally mesmerized by you. They couldn't believe how one individual could embody both love and that fiery energy together. But in their feelings, they weren't really planning upon taking any action towards this. Now, in their head, in their thoughts, they were hopeful about this connection materializing into something more. But in their feelings, they weren't really getting that push to talk to you about it or to take that connection forward, which is why I clarified the Hermit and I got the 7 of Swords. Now, this can mean two things. Take what resonates. One, at that point in time, because this person was very excited about their future, they did not want to commit to you back then. They did not want any sort of limitations. And the second message that I'm getting is that this person might have been hurt by someone very badly in the past. Their partner might have cheated on them. And not to say that they were carrying any baggage, it's just that even then they knew that this connection has so much potential that unless and until they have fully recovered from whatever this is, they don't want you to become a party to this emotional baggage of theirs. Which is why, although they knew even then that you're the one to whom they would like to settle down with, the one to whom they would like to offer their time, energy, love and affection, they decided not to act on it unless and until they have fully recovered from whatever this is. Even if they have never been cheated upon, it could have just been a fear and they do not want to project that fear onto you. Now let's see what is the possible future of this connection. And for that we have the Two of Cups, spiritual union. So there is a very strong chance of you both coming back together again. I think for most of you, this person will come towards you once they have achieved whatever level of success, fame, abundance, money they want to in their career. That is when they will come back to you. Their heart lies with you, group 2. You might have also been attracted towards group 3. Wow. Group 3, you might have also been attracted towards group 2. There's so much love over here and so much mirroring energy. Alright, 3131, as I said that, this is Spirit's message for you. A new romantic cycle begins. So definitely you can expect this person to come back around to you and have a brand new start with them, which will lead to something very, very long term. You can expect this to take place within the next 2 weeks to 2 months, and your union might finally come together within the next 2 years. Okay, so these are all the messages that I have for you, group 3. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. For personal readings, you can reach out to me on Instagram and also follow me over there for more pick a card readings. I'll see you next time. Bye.